Hi everyone, welcome to CFO of Sweden and to me, Peter Jansson. As you know, if you have followed me in my recent videos, I'm an interim finance consultant. Right now I'm working at the head office in a company registered on Nasdaq. I'm their interim finance manager. So I'm responsible for the finance team in Stockholm, Sweden. It is an international company that have subsidiaries in Asia and in the US, for example. But this week we entered the quiet period. It is starting 30 days before we launch the report. We are going to release the finance report for the second quarter. And the quiet period ends after the webcast that we will have, where we present the financial reports. Nasdaq company needs to have a quiet period, where the company needs to be quiet about their business. The goal is not to have any impact on stock prices or falsely inflating the worth of the company. It also prevents investors to get insights information that they aren't supposed to have. So releasing new information during this period will be against the rules of the quiet period. Any information shared during this period could be seen as insider information. Yeah, but for me now works just continue as usual to a couple of days just before we close the books. Then it will be more hectic. In the beginning of the week we had a lot of Teams meetings, and on Wednesday I actually needed to go home. So I'm working from home the end of the week. The Teams meeting that I have in the office is more or less the same that I have at home. The difference is location only. At the office I really prefer to be in the conference room, to be alone and concentrate on the meeting. And I have some space so I can just walk around a little bit when I'm listening. I often do that when someone is presenting their branch or business unit. And then it's quite nice to just stand up, stretch a little bit, because usually I just sit in my office chair for around 8 or 10 hours a day. And when you are in a conference room, you don't disturb other people when you're walking around, because maybe they want to focus on their job. So here at home, I usually sit on the sofa in my living room. I take some coffee, talk on the phone, have Teams meeting as well here. And I can actually walk around quite freely here as well. So it's a little bit my thing that I'm walking around a bit when I'm talking and listening to people. You need to start quite early on calls and Teams meetings when you're talking to people in Asia, because when I'm reaching out for them, it is early morning here and it is afternoon at their place. The opposite is when I'm calling someone in the United States. I can't call them earlier than around 4 o'clock, because then it's morning in the United States. It is kind of fun though, that you're like a spider in the net. You wake up early, talk to Asia, and then the US in the afternoon. But one problem with having a global company like this is that you can't set a date and a time when something should be done, because of the time differences around the globe. When I started my day, someone just have finished their day, and when I'm ending my day, someone just begin their day. It is quite amazing and cool. Like you can see here, it's early morning call. It's a subsidiary in Sri Lanka. It's a production facility. So here I want to have an update of the inventory, if they have scrapped the SD550, and how the shipment will be from Sri Lanka. It is planned to 6 weeks on boat, because flight is damn expensive. And here is an evening call. It is to the US. We are going to transfer some funds to them because we are going to have a marketing campaign. It will be a lot of webinars as well. Yeah, that was about it for this week. If you haven't started to subscribe, please subscribe and join me in this adventure as a finance consultant. Until next week, have a good time.